Okay, great for this task, and as per the request, we are going to generate a menu that leads us to serve a website contents. Mainly, the menu has for links. Those are the interfaces we are going to visit through the menu, the first, the second, the third, and so on. Let's dig in. So we will use the FlashPlyer as usual. So to do so, first of all, before creating those menu elements, we will learn how to generate a button. We control a button, how to generate a button, and after we generate a menu that has 4 buttons. As simple as that. So to do so, let me dig in, and here's my FlashPlyer. I'm gonna start a new Flash template. I'm gonna start a new document. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna adjust my document. So I'm gonna set it to be big, as wide as my screen. So I'm gonna choose 1200 and 900 for the height. So somehow, yeah. So it works fine. So yes, good. Then the view I'm gonna minimize a little bit from here. Let's say 50%. Yes, great. So yes, good. Okay. Also, I'm gonna modify the background color. Let me do something different. I'm gonna use very light. I'm gonna say here gray. It's white. So maybe choose something else. I don't like. No, I'll keep it as such. I'll keep it as such. No worries. So white, simple. Later on, we may do something different. Good. Okay. I'm gonna insert a symbol. It's a square, so I'm gonna insert a rectangle. Sorry, not a square. I've given the border this color, the fill up this color, something like that. So I'm gonna control that through the black arrow. One click to select the internal. Double click to select the internal plus the border. If you see the selection, one click. Only the internal has been selected. Double clicks will select both. Even the border will be selected in this regard. Okay, right click, modify the thing to be a symbol, or from modify here, convert to symbol, either this or that. So F8 from the keyboard also. I'm gonna change it into a button, give it the title button 1, let's say. Say OK. The selection now changes. When I select, it's not the same shape. There is no dots. The border cannot be selected. If I do double click, see here, I'm inside the scene 1. Here, I'm inside the scene 1. Double click. Earlier, it used to select the button. Now double clicks, it opens something new. Yes, the button has been selected, but I'm inside the button 1 now. I'm not inside the scene. I'm inside the button 1. And the new timeline has been opened. The shape even is not the same. See, the shape is not the same here. I have one up, one over, one down, and one hit. Those are the statuses that a button can pass through. Once the mouse over, once the mouse actually is out and the button is up on the screen, once I click and press down the button of the mouse, and once I release the press. Those are statuses that the button can survive through. Let me come back to the main scene. Test, Control Enter. When I pass over, see the button. Sorry, the mouse cursor that changes into a hand. Yeah, good. I'm gonna make something that gives an annotation that the screen, actually the button has detected the mouse over. To do so, I'm gonna change the color of the button. Double click it. On the over here, I'm gonna click F6. We may do it through the menu, but even though F6, خلاص. And one click only. Click outside first. Then only I'm gonna change the background color. The background only color. Here, you're gonna choose, for example, a dark blue. Something like this one is good. Keep the border as such, the same color. I'm gonna just come back to the main scene. Nothing is the same original color. When I test original color, pass the mouse over. Yes, it changes. Once I pass the mouse over, the color changes. Perfect. Now a text. I'm gonna add a text. If I'd like to add a text, come back to the same button. I may add another layer. Let's say in here, I'm going to add a text. This is the A. I'm going to click and press here. I'm going to say here home. Maximize the font size. I'm going to say here, change it into, let's say, a bigger size. Great. Confirm that from here. Yes, come back, main scene, test. We may change the color still, but even though the color of the text, but it's okay. Okay, now when I click, nothing happens. Double click on this button again. The status down, let's say, I'm gonna say here hit F6 here, hit. When I hit, I'm gonna change the background into red, for example. Only the background. I'm gonna change it into something like this one here, the gradient. Great. Let also here F7 or F5, yeah, F5 for the text to be fully available. Usually, test. This is the button. When I click, nothing happened. I'll set it on the let's say down status with an F6. Let's do that now. No, not yet. Not yet. I did not modify. Here, I'm gonna set that into a reddish color. Yes. So, yes, great. It works fine. We had another functionality with the hit, but even though. Okay, so I believe it's fine. So button one has been set. I'll do the same thing with the second button. I'll generate another element. I'll try to use the same button we generated here, the same one here, and let's see if I can modify the text or not. Actually, there is a secret here. So I'm going to generate another button. Click outside. Double click the second button now. I'm going to modify the text from here. I'm going to say here, contact us. Or about us. I'll start with about us. It changed the second one. The first one, sorry. So if I change here, it would be changed here in the first original button. So I will not do. I will cancel that, get out to the main scene, and delete this button. No, I will not need it. This button, take it out. I will not use the same original already generated button. I'm going to generate a new button. So I'm going to do it very quickly here. This, let's say the same square. I'm going to use the same color. Let's say generate a like button, same size, square. Sorry, the arrow. Double click, convert into a button. Yes, it's a button. I'm going to say btn2, button 2. Save. Get inside. F6 here for this one. To change the color, the inner color only into, let's say here this range. No, I'm going to use the same color earlier chosen. No, this one. This one, yes. Okay, and I'm going to add another layer for the text. Here, let it be about us. Yes, there is no problem at all. Maximize the display. Great. Black arrow. And adjust the text to be in the middle. Good. Great. F6 for this actually down button. And I'm going to choose the different color. I'm going to say here this reddish color somehow. Good. Also for the text, let it be visible usually. F6 here, or F5. Great. Come back, main original scene. Good. I'm going to insert a third button. As per the menu here, we are required to generate image gallery about us email. Good. I'm going to generate the image gallery only. I'll stop there. So let's do that. Another button. Okay, I'll change the color. And this one, I'm going to choose something different, special for the gallery. Yes, good. Okay, black arrow, double click, right click, convert into a symbol. It's a button. I'm going to say here BTN3. Great. Double click it to get inside. Once pressed F6, I'll change the color of the inside only background into something like, let it be the same here, reddish. I'm gonna say bluish background. That's good. Fine, fine. New layer, text, images, gallery. Okay. Confirm that. Good. I'm going to change the color. The color is not feasible for this background, so I'm going to change the color. I'm going to say from here to something like this one, red. Great. Confirm that. F6 for this down. It's optional. It's not mandatory, but it's good to do so. Reddish. Great. F5 for this text to be visible also. Let's come back to the same, to main menu. Control enter to test. It works fine. It works fine. It works fine. Great. Great. So everything is working very fine here in this regard. Good. Now, if I click, the effect is there, but it does not move. Now let's generate the movement, the animation, the control. Okay. Let's close, come back. We are in the main menu, the scene 1. The button 1 has 3 buttons. 3 buttons. I'm going to add another, once I test, I'm going to add another layer first of all. In position 10, new layer, I'm going to say here texts. I'm going to say pages for pages. Pages. Layer, give it the name pages. Position 1. I'm going to give a title here. It's home. A flag has appeared. See, when I wrote home, a flag has appeared. I'm going to insert in the same pages other position 10, for example, F6, and here I'm going to say about us. No space. About us. Enter. Another flag has appeared. Position 20, F6, and I'm going to give it title for the third one, for the third the gallery, the third page. I'm going to say gallery. Good. Enter. A flag has appeared also here for this position, but there is no button here. So to do so, I'm going to say F5. That's good. F5. That's fine. F5 to continue only display. When I test, nothing. When I click, nothing happens. Nothing. If I click or I don't click, nothing happens. To do so, to make actually the work runs, when we click the home, we come back to this position. When we click the about us, we go to this position here. When we click the gallery, we go to this position. Why? Because in this position, I'm going to insert a text about us. In this position, I'm going to insert list of images. To do so, I'm going to generate another layer to make it different. Position 1, I will not do anything. Position 10, F6. Position 20, F6. I have now 3 circles, empty circles. 3 empty circles. تذكروا. 3 empty circles here in this layer. I'm going to say here content. Okay, great. In position 10 here, it will be actually for what? For the about us. Here it is, for the about us. So I come back, I click this F10 here, or let's say the position number 10 in the contents layer. I have to select it. It's must. And I'm going to insert a text about us. Here I'm going to say here, Semis, let's say here university. I'm going to say a shortcut here to make it obscure a bit. UF. Great. I'm going to say here annual. Come on. Annual year 2023, no space, 2024. Needs what? OM. Great. So خلاص done. Confirm that with the black arrow. Click outside. Very fine. It works fine. Now the background has changed. The circle has changed into a black circle up to here. Position 20. I will give title only. I will not do anything. I will only give title. I will not insert images in this practice. For now, I give you only the hint how to insert a text. So here, a text, I'm going to say here, images gallery. So I'm going to say here, UON images gallery. Gallery typo here, gallery with a gallery. Okay, great. I may change the text to be bold, italic maybe, but let it be bold only. That's it enough. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it somewhere in between here and center. Again, center it more. That's great. So in position 20, we have images gallery. In position 10, we have this contact us actually text. Position 1, nothing, only the menu. To control those components means when I click the home, I have to be here in position 1. When I click about us, we have to move to position 10. When we click the image gallery, we move to the position 20. Let's do that. So position 1, in this layer here, actually I'm going to say the buttons here or menu. I'm going to say menu in this layer where the buttons are. When I click it, all the buttons got selected. So click outside this button here, click it once, then right click, see where I clicked exactly. Position, not on the text, on the button, an empty space. Right click, actions. Good, I'm going to open it again. It was open for me. Right click, actions. Here it is. On here I'm going to type actually go to. Before I do, I have to do it actually within the action event handler. On, when I click, I'm going to say here, on, when I click, I'll try to find the click. Nothing here. When released, nothing here. We have actually the release, sorry, and we have the, I believe the press is there also. I'm not able to see it. Here it is, in the press also. But I'm going to use the release. Release what? Release the mouse button. Double click it, close, open curly braces, and close them here. In between, I'm going to say go to, and stop. One kalima, one word. In between parentheses, go to and stop where? Position number 10, where the move we need it. No, for the home, sorry. We are in the home only. We are in the home only. We are inside the home only. Yes, here it is. We are inside the home only. We need to move to the position number 1. So here I'm going to write in between أقواس 1. Simple. I'm going to copy this one. Copy. And do it for the second button. Click outside first. Click outside. Everything is disappeared. Now on the button itself, on the button background, paste this code the same on release. Go to and stop. Where? Position number 10. 10. So not 1. It's a 10. Great. Let me test before I do anything. It moves. It is moving. It is not stopping. It is moving by itself, automatic. There's a problem here. To do so, solve this problem. Once we start immediately at the beginning, nothing. At the beginning, we did not do anything here. At the beginning of this menu, F9 the keyboard to show this action window here. This one to show it here or to hide it. F9 keyboard. I'm going to say here stop. Simple, stop, simple. and A has appeared. See, the A here has appeared. Means there is an action written there. If I test now, it's not moving. It's not moving. Perfect. It is actually static, stable. Nothing is moving. When I press the home, nothing happens as per now. When I press the about us, the text appeared. When I press the about us again, still in the same place. When I go and press the home now, disappears. Disappears. Why? Because we return to the home page. We return. About us shows. Home disappears. Let's say we moved. There is a movement ahead. Gallery, nothing happens. Nothing happens because we did not specify the code for this gallery. Let's do that. So click outside first, then on the gallery only, right click, actions. Let's show it again. Let me paste the script we copied earlier. Paste. And we move, when we click the gallery, we have to move to the position number 20. So let's do that. So here, move number 20. That's it. Let's test now. Home, nothing appears for now. About us, did the about us. Gallery, we are in the gallery. So we turn about us, we are in about us. Can we go to home? Yes, we are in home. So perfectly working now. We did it perfectly. We did it perfectly. Next part, actually, it would be generation of the gallery with images only, not only a text. There will be images, and then after we'll use this output in a website. So for now, that's perfect if we learned this content so far.